Hi, this is Dino. I'm at the house of Julia Lennon. She was living here with her common law partner, husband was it called, Bobby Deakins, and their children Julia and Jackie. Julia Lennon was the mother of John, and she was living here on the tragic day that she got knocked over and killed. John was in the house and was here when the policeman come round with the terrible news of what had happened. John had his teenage birthday party here. I don't know if he was 15 or 16. He used to have great fun with his mother here, drinking, making music, having fun. And the Quarrymen used to come here, McCartney used to come here, George Harrison. They'd all come here because where John lived at Menlo, Mimi was a bit strict and did not want music and rock and roll in the house, whereas Julia was the total opposite. She taught John the banjo chords. She brought him his first guitar, mail order, that was guaranteed not to break. But they did. So this is the garden. If you've seen Nowhere Boy, this house was not used in Nowhere Boy. Nowhere Boy being the story of a young John Lennon and his relationship with his mother, Julia. That is the entrance to the kitchen. If you look here, it's a different kind of wall colour. As you can see, there would have been a coal shed out here for the heating. There wasn't central heating back then. Right, so I'm going to go in the house. This conservatory bit wasn't here, this porch I should say. But here we are, in at number one. There's always people in here. What are you doing? You're everywhere. Look at this. Is this original wallpaper, do you think, from the 50s or something ridiculous? 60s. Right. First time in my life I've ever been in this house, and I may never come in it again, but it's very eerie but beautiful as well to be here in a house where John would have fun and the Quarrymen could practice and have a laugh. Again, if these walls could talk. A great old fireplace there, great old clock. This is the living room. Would have been shelves there with ornaments on, possibly books. They'd have had television. Now I'm going to go into the kitchen. You couldn't walk through here. This was a solid wall, so the kitchen would have entered through there. Actually, this is the way you'd enter the kitchen. Through here. And there would be a door on there. Then a pantry. This is twice the size that it originally was, because there would have been a wall here where that boiler and pipes are. That would have been where they kept the coal, but those shelves would have been forward more, and all the food would have been here, like a larder. A food storage thing, it's not the larder cars. That's what's his face, isn't it? Yeah, what's he doing here? So this is the kitchen where Julia would have had or made tea, sandwiches, beans on toast, eggs, whatever they used to eat. They weren't vegetarians or anything like that. I don't know if they had any dietary requirements, but everything would have been cooked and made here. Cups of tea, coffee, and I apparently used to like their drinks. I don't know where they'd have kept the drink, if they had a fridge to keep it cold. And let's go upstairs and have a look. I love these places under the stairs. Let's go into Julia's bedroom first. This is in Julia's and Bobby's bedroom, which did have a fireplace in. It's a cold house. Cupboards, airing cupboard where they kept warm clothes. Possibly would have hung clothes and everything there. Good old cobwebs. This bedroom was Jackie's. Jackie had the bigger bedroom. When John used to stay, Julia and Jackie, the children of Julia and Bobby, would have slept in here, and John would have stayed in Julia's room. This, what I'm guessing would have been a toy cupboard with all shelves on, if you look at that. Really old shelves. Depending on what toys they had, might have had clothes in there as well. This is the other bedroom where John would have stayed when he came to stay with his mum. Play the banjo, have a few drinks, have his quarrymen mates around. Dream of being a rock and roll star. And it went quite right for him, didn't it? The garden. Apparently there used to be allotments, fields over there, and they'd go and play over there. It's all fenced in now, and there's houses there. This is the toilet where apparently, supposedly, Paul McCartney practiced guitar. It's so tiny, I don't know how he could have done that. You haven't got room to swing a cat. Literally. So that's the Julia Lennon house bog. And this is what was the bathroom. And it's now got a shower in. But they wouldn't have had that back then. But young Mr. Lennon would have been here, even as a teen, brushing his teeth, if you remembered, and having a wash. Look who's up there. Didn't even notice that before. McCartney in Mexico. How cool is that? Look at those. Okay, that's just about it.